Well, good morning, everyone. We are back at it, working hard to finish off this 2026 bullet journal. So what I'm going to do today is I'm making my foundations page. And I loved having this as a kind of like a touch point. Here's what it looked like last year. And I made a foundation of wonder. Build a foundation of wonder was my theme. And on the second page here, it said, your thoughts build your life. And so I want to do something very, very similar. Obviously, I'm going to use different pages. And I showed you yesterday the textured paper that I'm going to be using, the textured medium that I'm going to be using, because some of it is paper, this is paper, and this is actually material, and this is a material too. And I picked out a flower that I'm going to use. So I want to have a background that's a greenish color. So I am going to mix two different greens. And so I'm using my very lovely Crayola, very simple beginner water colors. And I'm putting yellow there, and then I'm gonna just add some water to it. I got fresh water, I got dirty water. So I'm going to add water to it, to both of them. And then again, I said I want to make a green, kind of like an olive green type color, but I want to have two different effects. So I'm going to add water to each of these, and then I am going to add a dab of black. Okay, yeah, so one is a little bit richer in value than the other. Alright, so I'm going to leave that like that. I'm just going to add it to my pages, my foundation pages, and get these prepped and then dried off. Prepped and then dried off, and then what I'll be able to do is use my designed, what did I do with my paintbrush? I think I'm going to use it. I just use this one. And I didn't put any gesso on this paper, just because I didn't want it to be light. And I have enough texture that's going to go on this later. tool to dry this off. I want it to be full and rich. We are at the beginning of May, and my goal was to get this done by May, and so we're just about there, and I'm so happy. I think it's coming out beautifully. It's crazy though. A lot of this stuff just comes out so gorgeous, and I just, I'm just really grateful because honestly, I just started this whole thing not too long ago. This crafting, the crafting I've been doing because I'm a scrapbooker. I've been doing that for years, but this whole creative journaling, this is what's different. So I'm gonna just come off camera and I will see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna get this dried off and then I will see you back. Okay, let's see how it looks there. Hello again, everyone. I am back. It's been a few days. I've had other things to take care of, but I am back ready to create my foundations page. And so I have been looking at this. I decided on what I wanted to do. I kind of drew out a little map of what I wanted my foundations page to be. And underneath this layer is phrases, things that I put together that I wanted to really be at the foundation of how I'm going to be spending my 2026. And so I'll just read you some of the items that I wrote underneath. Maybe you can see some of the words there. I did cover it up with a little bit of gesso, but I wanted it to be so that certain things might come out of this. And what I wrote was things like walking with God, hearing his voice, seeing through his eyes, understanding with his heart, executing his plans. And then I talked about my endeavors that I want to engage in. Getting an Etsy shop going, having some workshops, community things, and healing through journaling, the travel that I want to involve myself with this year. And so I've written all of these things underneath. Last year, I don't remember, I didn't save what I wrote, but this year I decided to save everything and put it in a little pocket that says, remember that creativity takes courage, and I love it. That's what I did for this year. So I've got my little pocket there. I'm going to put this away, and now I'm going to endeavor to draw this, write this out. I'm going to be using my Funsuke Tombow. This is with a soft nib because I believe that I need something a little bit more heavy duty than the white pen that I used last year. So I'm going to just go ahead and get started, and let's go together. I hope I'm on camera. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be a little tough. This is my A. Wow, it's going to be a little tough. I'm going to have to come back and fill it back in so it can be visible. And I'm writing a journey still a tongo. It's got a fatter nib. I'm gonna try these, but I'm gonna just use this as my baseline. So it's a journey of awesome wonder. So yeah, I think that would work better actually. I don't know, I found myself procrastinating a little bit on this page because I don't know, sometimes I just do. And I get caught with other projects that I want to get done, but I want to finish this up because I'm eager to take this journal with me on a trip that I'm going on next month. This month, actually, it's now this month. This one's coming out much better on this. Good. Okay, good. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some time just to fill it in and make it look, you know, much more bold, and then I will be back. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Doesn't really show up well in these spaces. Like for example, here it doesn't show up so well. So maybe I need a different, maybe I need other colors along this area. Let me zoom out so you guys can see what I'm talking about. These side areas and under here. But the white on the green backing really looks good to me. I really like it. I really like it. And I don't have to complete it now. I could just, as I go along, I can just keep adding. So I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try one of these blues, this blue, to see how it looks on the space. Now I did put Mod Podge on top of this, so it is a little bit I like the oddness of the shapes, you know, because they're not all squares, kind of circular or triangular, just varied shapes. Okay, so that's that color. Let's see about this reddish color. Give it a little pop or something. Something else. That's not bad. I actually like how that looks. Give it some diversity of color, which I like. Where else do I get red? Like in here. Purple. A Journey of Awesome Wonder. So let's see if this dark blue gives any. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That actually gives a little bit more dimension. Nice. Okay. So this is my foundations page for my 2026 bullet journal. I'm going to trim up the sides and basically complete this page, and we've got like I think 2 more pages to do, my affirmations to write out, and then my a poem that I found, and do my chores page, and I'm done, and then I'll be ready to use this. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. To come back, I'll do all that gluing when I come back. When I come back around and check all of my pages. You know, I thought about allowing myself to be upset about things that came through, like the paint color. But I absolutely love it. This is my own personal journal that I'm making from scratch. And I love all the little quirks. I love all the little quirks. Actually endears me to it so much more. So, here we go. Yay! Yeah, oh, that looks beautiful. I'm looking at it through the camera and it looks really, really, really nice. You know what? I do have a pen that gives some glitter. So I'm gonna see if I don't add some glitter to this. And I'll come back and let you guys see how it looks. I'll try one and see how it looks. All right. Okay, this is... It's called a, let me see what it's called. I think it's called a touch of glitter. Anyway, I'm gonna give it a try. And I have this black. So I'm just squeezing a little bit out. I'm going to take my time and do the whole thing. Sometimes when I want to rush and get things done, I'm really glad for the process of art and being able to still my mind in this arena, because I want to go fast. But the art slows me down, and because I want to put my whole heart into it, I then allow myself to slow down. Oh, you can see the glitter on there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, I'm going to keep going. And so, shall I speed this up for you guys? We'll see. I don't know. I don't want you to be bored, but I'm enjoying this. I'm just giving a little squeeze, a little push at the sides here. Filling in some of the spaces that I see open with this other pen. Giving it an opportunity to shine. And I'm looking for, like, this is a projection into the future for 2026. I am looking for it to be this journey of awesome wonder. Lots of glittery things happening. It's going to be awesome. Okay, I'm just going to take my time and finish this up, and I'll see you guys at the end. All right? Thanks. See you soon. You can see the sparkle on there. It is sparkling from my angle. I can see it. What also shimmers is the glue. Okay, let me go on to this other side. Okay, that is it. That is it for now. And then what I have coming next is I'm going to put this on top of that. And that will be it for me for right now. Anyway, thanks guys. I will see you soon. Oops. Okay, let's let this dry and we'll see what happens.